Blackboard has enabled the LTI for Turnitin within the Blackboard assignment area. This means that all assignments can now be created through Blackboard Assignment. That includes essays, dissertations, presentations, videos, and much more. The Turnitin integration then enables that content to be checked via the similarity report for plagiarism. To enable this feature, first you'll need to create a Blackboard assignment. For my example, I'm using the template for 2024. I'm going to the assessments, selecting the plus icon, create, then selecting assignment. From here, I'll create the assignment as I normally would, first of all giving it a title, then copy and pasting the submission code from the Blackboard management tool. I've represented this as multiple X's. Then, selecting the cog on the right, I can set my submission details like my due date as well as the time. If I would like late submissions, I can select if the paper is formative or summative. I can also change the marking and submission type. But finally, scrolling right down to the bottom, you'll see Originality Report. To enable the Turnitin extension on this, simply select Turnitin, then enable Turnitin and allow this window to load. It can take a second depending on the internet speed. However, you will see that the LTI will launch and Turnitin will be enabled. From here, you'll then adjust your Turnitin settings. The first recommendation would be to select the paper to store in the standard paper repository. For my example, I'm going to turn this off. Then select the submission types you want to compare against. We would recommend selecting all three, as this will then check against student, website, and journal publications. You then have additional options such as excluding bibliographical materials, quoted materials, and also allowing students to access the similarity report. This will then save, and all you need to do is simply select Save in the bottom right. From here, you can change the visibility and add any additional content like you would for your normal Blackboard assignment. You can set additional release conditions, such as when the post will go live, so the submission portal is active. For my example, however, I'm going to turn my release condition to visible to students straight away. When marking a student's submission, there's two locations that you can view the Blackboard assignment. The first will be where you've placed it within the content page. For me, this is in the assignments folder, and I simply select the submission, followed by selecting the submissions tab just on the top. From here, I can see all students who have submitted. The other method will be to access the gradebook at the top of the Blackboard course, and from here you can filter for your different students. As you can see, I have a new submission, selecting the box, then view, then opens my paper, and this opens to the Blackboard Assignments tab. To access the Turnitin LTI within the Blackboard Assignments page, simply press the percentage match on the top right of the paper. For me, I have 100%. I can open the link, which then launches into the Turnitin similarity report. From here, I'll be able to see all of the citations as well as the similarity and where those citations have come from.